Hey, nice people. Happy Easter. It's David, and I am so grateful to be sitting in the sunshine at these socially distant times, feeling very connected to each of you. Happy Easter, and I hope that you have received Easter's invitation to look on our lives and to look on the world with Easter eyes. With Easter eyes, our vision can be sharpened to see the big, hopeful, powerful things that are at work by God in the world, even as we see so many scary, strange things going on around us. There are so many visible signs of the big, hopeful, powerful things God is at work doing as we behold the essential work being done by healthcare providers, sanitation workers, public servants of just about every kind. There is some really obvious witness to the activity and power of God at work around us. There are also, I think, things about God and God's activity that I find myself prone to overlook sometimes, and maybe you overlook some of this too. Some of the big, hopeful, powerful work that I've been especially attuned to with these Easter eyes I have put on freshly again are the ways that some of what God is actively, powerfully doing right now has also already been done, that we've already been part of work with God that is now active and powerfully at work in the present in ways that surely exceeded our capacity to understand or anticipate when we did these things. I think about the amazing work that Family Promise Network is doing right now to give families experiencing homelessness a consistent and safe place in which to shelter right now. Thankfully, that is happening at St. Luke's Church, and we're grateful that the campus is presently active and at work in that way. But I also think about all the work done by St. Luke's Presbyterians and other people of faith in North Fulton and DeKalb to make that organization come to be, and by which some very vulnerable people can now rest, in which they can place their hope and trust right now. That's a really amazing thing to me, that God has already done some of what God is doing right now. I also think of the vital work that we have been privileged to be a part of with Community Assistance Center and all of the supporting people who are hungry, people who are jobless, people who need some help in order to get a leg up towards stability, especially at these scary times, and how we continue to support their work with food and supplies, but how their work is also the product of work that's already been done to build this infrastructure by which people who are poor and vulnerable are presently being supported. Think of all the habitat houses that we have invested so much sweat equity in building, and how now those houses are supplying a safe place in which people who used to feel unsettled and vulnerable can now rest and feel protected, feel secure at this insecure time. And it also behold the ways that Memorial Drive Ministries are support of resettling refugees, and the work that our very own IT expert Steve Cashwell was a part of, and just helping them build a functional Wi-Fi network on campus at Memorial Drive Presbyterian Church. It is now that Wi-Fi network that was set up just months ago by which 6 international resettling refugee communities of faith continue to stay connected with each other, and some even conduct online worship. It's an incredible thing to think about. These meaningful things that have already been done are now active and at work powerfully in the present. I also think about friendships we've been building that have crossed the boundaries of our lives, and have enriched our lives with experiences that we've already received, but that continue to be active and alive and at work. It's such a joy and a privilege to be able to pass along to you the greetings that have been extended to us through me and our friends at Dodd Sterling United Methodist Church, our African American brothers and sisters on the other side of town, from whom we safely remain distant right now, but with whom we remain very connected and very powerfully active in community. Reverend Eric Powell sends his greetings and the greetings of their congregation along to each of us. I've received similar reaches out from partners at Temple Emmanuel, Rabbi Spike Anderson and his wife Marita, Masjid Uthman, Imam Rifat and Nauman, their coordinating member, have both reached out to me in ways that are very profound and meaningful. New friends at the Turkish Islamic Center and Professor Kemal Budak. These are fresh new friendships of an interfaith nature, but they are very much forming a community that we are actively and intimately a part of right now, in ways that remind us that the distant, isolated ways that we might sometimes feel are an illusion. We're actually so connected, profoundly so, in ways that really can easily exceed our ability to anticipate or imagine. It's a reminder that we're part of things that are way bigger than we typically think about. And similarly, God is way bigger than we typically give God credit for or can possibly stuff into our minds at any given time. But I hope you can, with your Easter eyes, just receive some of this revelation as a reminder that some of what God is actively and powerfully doing right now is the product of stuff that God has already done and that we've already had the privilege of being part of with God. And it's a reminder that everything that we ever do as people of faith is really an investment. It's an investment in the unknown thing to be revealed by God at a time from now. And all of those things that we've done are still active and at work, connecting us and powerfully working to restore and redeem us in community, intimately connected with God and our neighbors. So I invite you to receive that blessing of Easter and just comprehend, take a breath. Let's try to comprehend that God has us right now powerfully and actively, but also in the sense that God has always had us. This thing that we have been a part of with God as St. Luke's Presbyterian Church has always been building, and it continues to build as we wait this pandemic time out. And that building and the God that's behind it all is really something worth resting in as we watch and as we wait and as we pray. I hope that those Easter eyes and all of the power that come with them are at work in your seeing. Peace, friends, and till next time, God be with you.